This is the problem if you don't follow your passion. If you don't follow your passion in today's times with how you can make money, then it's going to be a very short-lived career business, okay? I speak from experience, and I'll get into that a lot more in my other videos. But if you're in it just to make money and that's not, you realize about yourself that's not your primary motivation, then it's just not going to last. And this applies to most of you, almost every single person, okay? There's very few exceptions out there. Now, if you're the type of guy who just loves the game of business, loves the game of entrepreneurship, and to a certain extent I do too, right? But I'm more of a creator. I like more of creating the impact, putting myself out there, helping someone, adding value, whether it's entertainment, whether it's education, whatever it is, right? And so I'm assuming you're the same way, because most of us are the same way. And so if you're not the guy who's just excited by, the game of business and how you can keep score from making more money by being a full-time entrepreneur who's doing all the busy, boring shit, then it's just not going to go well with you. Now, you may see examples, like I love Alex Hormozy, okay? I love him. And I disagree with a lot of the stuff, meaning it just doesn't apply to my lifestyle and who I want to be. Maybe I'll change my mind one day, but I respect him. I respect him because he is doing what he wants to do, and he is putting his best foot forward in the world. He's created amazing results, but those just are, that's not the lifestyle I'd ever want to live to get those results. Now, you can get those results doing lots of other things. There's lots of other people in the world who have just as much as money as him or more who are doing it differently, right? So I think that's important to really just realize and be okay with and accept and be proud of, right? That you don't want to be that person. So I think here's the thing. Here's the solution for you. I'm going to give it to you real quick. Figure out your baseline money needs. Baseline really means what would allow you to have just a minimal, comfortable life. And I use those words very consciously. Minimal, comfortable. Because comfortable could mean, I want to make $1 million a month. But do you really need to make $1 million a month right now? So you could still have, a really nice house. Let's say you wanted a pool. Let's say you wanted, a really nice car. You want to be able to go out when you want to be able to go out to eat, travel a few times a year, and just enjoying your life. You have your own online business perhaps, and you're not working for anyone else, and you're enjoying your relationships to the fullest. That's your dream life, right? Now, you can always compound on that, but that's something by minimal comfortable. So how much do you really need for that? $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month? For many of you, even if you're living here in the States, 15, $20K a month will be more than enough to live a very comfortable life. And so figure out what that number is for you. Many of you, it's going to be way less than that. I would keep it as less as possible, right? So you then create either a side business, right? Or I say a full-time business, or a job that can help you make that minimal comfortable number, right? Whatever that is for you. Again, it could be 5,000, it could be 2,000. Maybe you don't have a lot of expenses. You live in an apartment, you share a place with someone, you don't have a lot of bills. Great. Whatever that number is for you. Then what I'd really recommend is then just imagine, like, if you were a billionaire, if you were a fucking billionaire today, what would you be doing? Now, many of you in the beginning will think, I would do nothing, right? I would just enjoy my life. So let's just kind of say, okay, let's say you get all that stuff out of your system. You buy the mansions, the houses, you have the sex, the orgies, all the fun stuff, right? And let's say you can continue doing all that, but let's say you kind of got out of your system with this need for just a long vacation, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year. After that, there's going to be things your soul wants to do. You're going to want to put yourself out there in the world. You're going to want to work on something. It could be privately or it could be publicly. What would that be? Is it building furniture? Is it working out? Is it putting out content like this? Is it going into acting? Is it going into entertainment field? Is it becoming a coach? Is it becoming a content creator? What is it, right? What is it that would light you up? It could be lots of different things, right? It could be private. Again, like I said, it could be something you do locally in your community. It could be something you do online. So start to think about what it is that you would do if you were a billionaire, because you don't need to do it for the money now. You would just do it for fun and for the passion. And also start to imagine, like, if you didn't care what anyone else thought, or if everyone else was just super happy with what you were doing, like no one gave a fuck, what is it that you would do? then that will tell you what you should start doing now, because that really is your passion. Now, your passions can change over time. They can change throughout your life, and that's a good thing. But for the most part, they'll be about the same, at least for the next few decades to come. Like, I know what I'm passionate about now. I know for sure I'll want to do for the next 20, 30 years, if not longer, which is a good start, okay? So I would then design my life around that. So start to do that as much as possible, which is what I'm doing now, because this is my passion, putting out content. I'm uploading things on my YouTube channel now, right? I have about 1,300 followers on there, and just trying to impact one person who may be watching, right? And then have it grow as it grows. But the thing is that you have to just figure out and start doing that, putting it out into the world, or do it privately, pursue the thing that you want to pursue, because that's what's going to ironically help you make a fuck ton of money. Because then you're not needing to do it for money. You're doing it because you just love it. When you truly love something, when you do it enough, whether it's months or years, trust me, you will make a fuck ton of money doing it. That's why all these celebrities and artists, they're doing what they love, the ones who stay in the game, and they become multimillionaires, if not billionaires. Look at Beyonce, look at Taylor Swift. I know those are exceptional examples, but just look at that, right? They're doing what they love, and so they continue to do it again and again and again and again. So find out what those things are for you. It could be multiple things. I'm passionate about multiple things. So, or it could be one main thing. But then start doing that now, as little as you can. Even if you're scared, just start taking one small step forward, and then have that other job or that business that's making you that minimal comfort level number, okay? So that way you don't have to attach what you're passionate about with money. Now, is there anything wrong with that? No. What I've learned from my experience, though, is that it's much harder to go full out on your passion when you're depending and relying on it to make you money now for survival. That's why I say for survival, like your minimal comfort level, whatever that is, and this can increase or decrease over time, make sure that you're getting that from something that's not really associated with your passion while you're building your passion, okay? While you're really pursuing that. That way, you don't have to worry about finances ever. All your bills are paid, and you feel very free. When you feel very free financially, guess what? You'll have the energy, the time, and the space to actually pursue your passions, to put yourself out there, because you're constantly not worried and stressed about money, okay? So try to separate those two out. And I would say, yes, monetize your passion as well if you can, but don't worry about that so much right now. Again, think, if I was a billionaire, what would I be doing? What are the different things I would do? Would I charge for it? Would I not charge for it? How much would I charge? You don't have to have it all figured out. Just take one step forward, one day at a time. It's okay to not know everything right now. But I think the important thing is just making sure that you decide that, hey, I'm going to go all in on pursuing my passion, because it's what I'm going to love doing. That's the most important thing, what makes me happy on a day-to-day basis, right? The measure of true success is how happy you feel on a day-to-day basis. And it's going to make me a fuck ton of money too, so I can have all the riches in the world and all the abundance in the world, and be able to provide amazing experiences and a lifestyle for myself and my loved ones, right? And so then you can stop doing the job and stop doing the other business that was giving you the money for your minimal comfort number, right? Because then you'll have made so much more from this, so then you can stop doing that. And that may take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 to 3 years at most, I would say, right? But then you're free forever. And now you can just do your passion forever, and it pays for everything. And then you can make a fuck ton more because you want to keep doing it, and you don't need to keep doing it. You just enjoy doing it because you're having so much fun. And then you're having fun every day, and you're getting fucking richer every day too, right? And so this is how I would recommend for you to follow your passion. I think that's very important to follow your passion, but don't try to throw everything away. Don't throw your job or other business away and just focus on your passion, because they're going to be worried about money. So make sure that you're making the money you need to pay your bills, right? That comfort minimal number, and then at the same time work on your passion as well. I'm telling you, nothing else will excite you more in life than if you do this. So start doing it today. I got you. I'm supporting you. You got this, man.